The Captains had finished a historic season with a slam dunk, but with the playoffs closing in, the team felt pressure to focus. After a first-round bye, the first action of the tournament came in the second round against St. Mary's, the team that the Captains had upset in the 2015 conference tournament.
All right. Don't expect anything easy. I know we don't. Okay. Don't expect a call. Don't expect the ball just to bounce your way. All right. Expect nothing. That's how we want it. Okay. We are still in the mode of the harder the better. The more they throw at us, the better it makes us. The sharper we'll be. Okay.
They knew what we did to them, and they tried to come in and do the same thing we did to them the year before.
Didn't have to remind our guys that the 2 years prior, the number 1 seed had lost at home to the 4 or the 5 seed, which was us. And so the roles were completely reversed, and St. Mary's did exactly what they needed to do.
We knew coming into the St. Mary's game that game was going to be a dogfight. They had seniors and they weren't just going to roll over.
Most of the games, I don't think we've ever played our best basketball because teams focus on us so much, and every single team we play gives us their best shot. So we know we're never going to have an easy night, and now it's playoff time, man. We knew that it was going to be a challenge. DeLazzo Smith is a great player, Tanner Brooks is a great player, and we knew that they were going to be ready to play, and they definitely were.
They did a whole bunch of different things that we hadn't seen and weren't really able to prepare for. And so our guys had to really kind of battle through that game and make some adjustments on the fly.
They've made some tough shots. They've made some end of shot clock difficult shots. They're playing harder than us, which, okay, I think now we have a decision. Are we going to allow a team to come in here and play harder than us the whole game, or are we going to get together and change that? We're going to change that script. Okay? It doesn't have to be an underdog. You can be number 1 and play hard. So you don't have to allow that to happen. Okay? But what you've allowed to happen is for them to completely pull you apart on offense. Whether you weren't ready, whether the physicality has gotten to you, talking about several of you, whether you're having injury that you can't, you got to overcome, man. But we are offensively as disconnected as I've seen all year. We give St. Mary's a little bit of credit for that. I'm not going to give them a lot of credit for that.
They knew if they lost, that their season was done. So, I mean, especially the seniors are going to hit shots that's probably you're not even going to think that will even go in.
Free throw is up and it's no good. Rebound. The Seahawks have it. 5 seconds left. This is Brooks. Half court. Brooks with a long 3 ball. It's no good.
Wow, and they survived.
It hit the rim, and the Captains survived to play in the championship on Saturday. Final score 57-56. It was one of the ugliest performances of the year for the Captains, but they hang on.
But when it came down to that last shot, when Tanner Brooks had it, when he heaved from half court, it looked good. It looked good. I was standing on the basket just looking at it. It was right on line too. Thank God it was short. That's all I got to say.
Guys, you got all 3 game goals. You kicked them on the glass. They were less than 35 at the half. And they had 1 more turnover in the weekend. You got all 3 game goals. So that's why sometimes it just doesn't go your way. I mean, the ball wasn't bouncing. We missed some shots we normally make. We weren't crisp. All right, it just wasn't our day offensively. We shot 30%, and we won the game. 30%, and we won the game because we still played crisp and good basketball. Okay, and more than any of the other stuff, it's not strategy or it's not. Okay, today was the first day that you felt collectively, we felt a little bit of pressure. You felt it out there. I think we all felt it a little bit. Like, man, this is different. It was a little bit different. All right? Great. But you got to survive and move on. Now you know. It's the first game we've had all year where it's been different. Okay? That's playoff basketball. Okay? We haven't been in this position none of us have really been in this position.
obviously with that game, we kind of like lost ourselves a little bit. But I mean, Coach K got put us in our place real quick. It wasn't something like that happened continuously over time. But he saw something, and it's too late in the season to have like these little break-offs, and he wanted to fix it right away. And then as a team, we kind of just like, we're like, look, we're trying to go far in the tournament and everything. Like we're gonna have to move past this, and we have to get better now.
We got caught a little bit today, looking up. Oh my God. And we got a little afraid to fail. The champions don't. You can't be afraid to fail. You got to take risks. You got to play with confidence. You got to ball. You got to ball. Today was awesome because we learned it. Now you know. The next 7 games are going to be just like that. Just like that. It's going to be the other team that gives in the pressure, not us. Not us. We know how to come back that. We know what it takes. We can play hard, and we can compete, and we can challenge each other on the court, okay, but we're going to eat. We're not going to play scared, and we're not going to be afraid to fail, ever. Because we don't care. At the end of the day, if the scoreboard is more for them than us, who gives a crap? It doesn't matter. Because it's about us getting better, growing, having relationships, remembering this experience. All that stuff's more important. We ain't going to worry about those results. We're not going to start doing it now. Not going to start doing it now. Haven't done it all year. Right? That's what we learned from this game. Thank you to St. Mary's. They taught us that lesson. Okay? For whatever reason, we get to keep playing. Okay? And we get to host this thing on Saturday. Okay? Let's learn from it so we come out here to eat. We're going to play like the underdog. Right? We're going to have some fun. See, it starts tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Rock up, boys.
Together! We were just like, okay, now is when we really have to be on our game. We really can't miss any assignments or anything like that. So definitely a renewed focus for Salisbury.
After edging out St. Mary's, the captains faced Salisbury once again, this time for the CAC Conference Championship.
We know that we wanted that conference championship bad, and we knew that to do that, we're going to have to be focused on everybody to get there. But we knew on the other side was going to be Salisbury because we know that they want to get us back. We beat them twice in the regular season, and I know they wanted another chance to beat us, especially in the game that mattered most.
I remember clear as day before the game, I was talking to the other juniors, Justin, Shard, and Kev, and I was like, okay, first years didn't go quite as planned, but there's no way we can lose this one. Like, losing three in a row isn't an option.
We don't try to embarrass anybody, but Salisbury did have something coming for them since beating us in the championship last year, so it only added fuel to the fire. I remember first getting to walk through in the morning and seeing the Salisbury coaches' quotes on the board about how they were going to beat us and it's ours to win, and they just an entitled approach to the championship game, disrespecting us and disrespecting the work we've done throughout the season.
They posted it up in the locker room, highlighted that one sentence, and we specifically had a meeting about that one sentence. And right then and there, we knew that, like, we don't know how we gonna win this game, but we gonna win this game. And that was definitely a driving force for that game.
That just like it pissed me off. It pissed me off to the fullest. Like I didn't even eat a lot of that breakfast because I was just so fed up. First of all, nobody comes to our gym and cut down nets. And then even if that happens, you're not going to say it before the game even happens. Like, I don't know if the coach is trying to like get in our head or something like that, but to me that put a chip on my shoulder. I'm just like, you really think you're going to come to our house after what you just said and then try to cut down the nets?
Because we had beaten Salisbury twice already, because we had already wrapped up an NCAA tournament berth, likely a hosting opportunity, I thought maybe it wouldn't hurt for our guys to have a little extra juice, a little extra motivation for that game.
The walkthrough is the most focused, quiet walkthrough we'd had, and it really sharpened the axe for us. The coach's quotes and I really think it helped propel us to overcome.
I wanted to get their minds away from that St. Mary's game on Thursday where we didn't play particularly well. Wanted to find a way to move past that, and you know, that quote and that article kind of gave us the perfect opportunity. It was the perfect vehicle for us to shift our emotions away from St. Mary's and on to Salisbury.
Coaches are fired up, everybody's fired up, all right? We got 2 hours, okay? So let's let Salisbury burn out, okay? Let us use that emotion. Let's ride it. I know we want it.
It's time for a championship game here at the Freeman Center for the first time in Capital Athletic Conference action. The Captains today host the championship game of the tournament, as today they take on the Seagulls of Salisbury University.
You know, we wanted to win that game so badly, and that's probably why that game became just very, very back and forth and very close.
It's going to be down to the wire. It's going to be very physical. I mean, both teams are going to be in foul trouble. It's going to be one of the most, probably the most intense game that you're going to play all year.
I feel like just defensive-wise, we had to come up with something. We had to stop them. I mean, defense wins championships, offense only can win games. So, I mean, that's where we took the pride in defense and made those stops.
And here is the opening tip of the game. Away we go in the championship, and Salisbury controls the opening tip.
And then while we were in the game, every time we go on a run, they go on a run. Every time we hit a big shot, they hit a big shot. Like, the game literally felt like it was never gonna end.
20, 25 feet from the basket.
Here we go, the Gulls inbound. Out front, Strawn turns around. Strawn drives down low. Floater from the baseline, no good. Rebound, Captains, and we are going to overtime at the Freeman Center. And for the second time this year, CNU and Salisbury will go to an extra period.
Before the extra frame, Coach K emphasized getting off to a fast start, and they did just that.
Goes cross court to Reginball. 10 on the shot clock. McFarland left wing 3 ball. It's good.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. By shot by Harris. Seeing you on the break.
Rayshard Brown dishes to Reginball. His 3 ball. Good.
Oh, Kevin Reginball. It's a 6-point lead.
Just like the year before, we were in control at the end of that game. And just like the year before, Adrian Strawn made a couple of huge plays. He shoots a step back. First, he shoots about a 40-footer and right with Rayshard guarding him out at the top. And then he shoots a step back 3 from the corner. Each time we're about ready to pull away and end the game, and he keeps him in it. And it's almost like there was a, oh no, here we go again.
We were like, man, we can't do this again.
It's a tie game.
What a shot by Strawn. Captains now can win it with even a 2-point field goal. 10 seconds left. Shot clocks are off. We're tied at 67. Reginball turns around, down low, gives to Carter. Carter puts it up, no good. Rebound McFarland. He didn't get it off
there was
in
a
time.
whistle. We got a whistle.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Everybody's coming to look at the officials now because
There was a whistle before the buzzer, Francis. There was a foul call before the buzzer.
With 0.4 of a second left, Aaron McFarland was fouled on the putback. For the second year in a row, the CAC championship would come down to free throws, this time with the ball in the captain's hands.
There's nobody on our team I have more confidence in shooting free throws than Aaron McFarland. Nobody puts more work in. Nobody's cooler under pressure. And so I had complete confidence he'd knock the first one down. And they were out of timeouts. And we asked him to miss the second one. He did that perfectly, and we were able to celebrate.
the Captains win the championship in overtime, 68-67. The Captains are celebrating a championship, and one that will certainly be remembered for a long time.
great ending to an unbelievable season, and just two heavyweights. Really, I think two of the best teams in the country this year playing for the Capital Championship.